The NFL is a place where only the strongest legends survive, and when Jalen Hurts entered the league, he quickly showed everyone that he understood the assignment. So how much credit should we give to the prodigy for improving the Eagles' offense? Hurts' performance is worth talking about. The team drafted Hurts in the second session of the 2020 NFL Draft, and since then, the 24-year-old has been making waves with his remarkable abilities. His superpowers go beyond reading defenses, finding open receivers, and making quick decisions with the ball. As a result, the Eagles' offense has become more dynamic and creative, leading them to new heights in the field. Hurts' journey to the NFL started at the University of Alabama, and he soon became a household name. The NFL star led the Crimson Tide to 2 SEC championships and was a runner-up for the coveted Heisman Trophy. His success in college caught the attention of NFL scouts who saw the potential in Hurts as a quarterback. When the player arrived in Philadelphia, he was faced with the daunting task of learning a new system and adapting to the speed and physicality of the NFL.
You know, they have really good players in the interior, on the edge, on the perimeter. Obviously playing with McKinney in my past, so a really good defense, a really good opponent we're about to play again.
But Hurts never let the challenge get to him. Instead, he used it as motivation to improve his game. The Texas native spent countless hours studying the playbook and worked with his coaches to perfect his skills. His hard work paid off as Hurts quickly made an impact on the field. With Hurts under center, the Eagles' offense has become a force to be reckoned with. He now has power to stretch the field with his arm, something not many players can say, but he's also a threat to run the ball, making him a dual-threat quarterback. His quick thinking and decision-making skills have opened up new opportunities for the Eagles' playmakers, and they are now able to unleash their full potential. But has the Eagles player been praised for his exceptional game? Hurts' impressive play hasn't gone unnoticed. The quarterback has been complimented by fans, analysts, and his teammates. Come rain, storm, or even injuries, the 24-year-old star player doesn't back down. The Eagles coach, Nick Sirianni, wanted everyone to know that Jalen played through an injury in the Eagles' victory over the New York Giants in Week 18 of the NFL. Even though Hurts' game was just okay-ish, he was nowhere close to his best form.
You know, we know we have a huge challenge in front of us with what they do on defense and their front seven and how active they are up front, but we want to just go out there and kind of play clean.
He certainly didn't look like the player who performed at MVP level for most of last year's season. The team clearly changed the game plan, and Jalen altered his style to shield his right shoulder. But despite all that, the whole team was quite happy that Hurts played at all. Sirianni had some nice things to say about the number 1 seed. He explained that he didn't feel there was more risk of re-injury, so they decided to go ahead with the game. But I know he was hurting. He was hurting bad, the coach said. The NFL head coach admired Hurts' sportsmanship and said that he's the kind of person who would do anything for his team.
Grow stronger and they grow better as if that we all water, we all fertilize, we all do our part. Each individual coach, each individual player, everybody in the building.
Nick added that the 24-year-old quarterback was the ideal type of teammate and a leader that goes out of his way to face the challenges. Hurts, too, had something to add. He'd been really pushing himself beyond measures to try and be available for the game. "We do what we have to do," he said. Jalen said they're the NFC champs and that's what their teams set out to do. He revealed that he was going to recover from his injuries and prepare for the playoffs. "I'm just playing the game and protecting myself," Hurts added. And Jalen got his star moment at the game, too. When he got on the field for the team's first offensive possession, the crowd cheered MVP in his honor. The rising phenom even has his teammates' support. So how do the Eagles describe their leader?
I think when you go through a season like this so long and you invest so much, you want to really appreciate what you've accomplished. So we're going to take that time, not 24 hours, maybe 12, enjoy it for a little bit and get ready for
The Philadelphia Eagles have found their MVP in quarterback Jalen Hurts. This dynamic leader has brought a new level of excitement and energy to the offense, and his confidence has been a game changer for the team. It's difficult to oversell how much Hurts means to the Eagles. The player's often called the heartbeat of this team. Center Jason Kelce complimented the quarterback by saying Jalen has a great presence and called him an amazing leader. So much so that Jalen motivated his teammates to go back on the field, and his enthusiasm is quite addictive. Not only does Hurts bring his A game on the field, but he's also a leader off the field. The Texas native's always willing to lend an ear, offer encouragement, and bring the team together. His positive attitude and relentless commitment to the Eagles have earned him the respect and admiration of his teammates. Eagles wide receiver Deshaun Jackson has praised Hurts for his leadership. He admitted that Jalen has brought a new level of poise to the offense, and that the Texas native makes everyone around him better. And the praise doesn't end here. Eagles tight end Zach Ertz shared Jackson's sentiment. He added that Hurts never let the pressure get to him, and he always stayed focused. He's a true asset to this team, Zach added.
And it was fun to just be able to focus on the football. That was my thing before the game, is I'm not going to let anything distract me from playing great football on Thursday. I thought I played well, and then I was excited to get out here as soon as possible.
Offensive lineman Brandon Brooks complimented the quarter to rally the team when things looked dull. He said that Jalen has incredible energy that just lifts everyone up. When the whole team is down, he's the first one to step up and get them back on track. And he's a true leader in every sense of the word. But enough about past games. The current NFL season has ended, and now there are big things in line for the Eagles. Excited to hear about them? Well, the team is bound for the Super Bowl. Their reboot has been quite successful. The Eagles are returning to the Super Bowl after winning it in unforgettable fashion 5 years ago. Of course, they had a different coach and a different quarterback back then. For the majority of the 2022 season, the Eagles were the best team in the NFL, and they made an argument for preserving that status after they defeated their most powerful challenger, the San Francisco 49ers, in the NFC Championship game. Coach Sirianni stated that this is what they've been dreaming about all along, and now they get to be in the Super Bowl because they did it better than anybody else in the NFC this year. A little self-praise never does any harm, right? The Super Bowl 57 is scheduled to start on February 12, 2023 in Glendale, Arizona, and the Eagles will face the Kansas City Chiefs on February 13th. Quarterback Hurts says he intends to go out in the field and play to the team's standard. The player said that should remain a constant and shouldn't change regardless of how big the game is. And Hurts will be making history in the upcoming Super Bowl game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts says he hopes the first ever matchup between two black quarterbacks in a Super Bowl will be iconic. The Eagles will play against Patrick Mahomes, another black quarterback. Hurts thinks the pair will inspire the future generations of quarterbacks. The 24-year-old NFL superstar said he really values the platform he has been given, and he thinks Pat does the same.
Yeah, I did not want to go, and they kind of gave me the ultimatum of I wasn't going back in unless I went in there. So they're trying to take care of me. We got a lot of great people over here, but it's going to take a lot to keep me out of a football game.
The Eagles player said he is looking forward to the game. I, too, am excited to see the team's performance this Super Bowl. Jalen has quickly established himself as one of the top young quarterbacks in the league, and he surely has a bright future ahead of him. With Hurts leading the way, the sky's the limit for the Philadelphia Eagles. See you in the next video.